Hello and welcome back to another video on the SweetLeftFoot channel with me, SweetLeftFoot. Now some of you may know, as well as YouTube, I also stream Football Manager live over on Twitch. Most days, I'd say pretty much every day. You can find me at twitch.tv/SweetLeftFoot. And for our FM21 beta save over on Twitch, we have been managing Borussia Dortmund in Germany. So this video is just going to be a look through Season 1, a review, if you will, of Season 1 and how the save has gone. So without any further ado, let's get into the Season 1 review and see how I got on managing Borussia Dortmund. Now, the season reviews on Football Manager 2021 have changed. They're a lot cleaner, a lot nicer, and a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Really, really nice to look at. A good touch. A simple touch, but a good touch. So as you can see from the first page of the season summary, we did win the Bundesliga. We finally broke Bayern Munich's grip, stronghold on the Bundesliga trophy. It's been 8 years, I think, since Dortmund had won the league. So to go in their first season and do that, very much at a team I believe in transition, is quite a good achievement, I think. But the more we advance forward through this season summary, we will see how we did in every single competition. So if we move forward and look at the new arrivals, the first man that we signed was Milik for £8 million from Napoli. He played, 9 appearances as a starter, 14 off the bench, 8 goals over the course of the season, an average rating of 7.01. He was signed to essentially be that, a backup striker to Erling Haaland, and I think he's done okay, considering he was worth, we signed him for 8 million. He's now worth something like 30, 35. I'm quite happy with that. And the board are content with the deal to sign Milik, so can't complain. The next man we signed on a free transfer, Jack Wilshere, I just wanted to be involved, to be honest. Everybody else seemed to be signing him, and as an Arsenal fan, I've got a soft spot for Jack Wilshere. It was nice to see him playing football again, this time in Germany. I say playing football again, he played 2 games, got an average rating of 6.7. The board, however, a B+ on that. They're very pleased with the deal to sign Wilshere, mainly due to both the transfer fee and the player's wage representing great value for money. So, I mean, win-win, everybody's happy. In terms of transfers out, the first man we let go, both of these guys' contracts were up next season, so it made sense to sell them both. But the first man was Nico Schulz to Olympiacos for 2.7 million. He played 9 games, a couple of assists, okay average rating, but he was never really going to play next season. I thought we may as well cash in, get his wage off the wage budget and get some money in for him. The same with Axel Witsel. We sold him for 20 million to Man United. He played quite a lot for us. 21 appearances, 2 as a sub. 21 starts, 2 as a sub. Just the 1 goal, 4 assists, but an average rating of 6.97. Not amazing. For a man that's 32 and we could get 20 million for someone whose contract was up next year, we can reinvest that in the squad. I thought that was a no-brainer as well. The board were content with the deal to sell Witsel, and Schulz, again, content with the deal to sell him as well. So they weren't overly happy, but it made sense. This season's results then, as I said, we won the Bundesliga, and if you look at that, it couldn't have been much closer. We finished on 81 points, level with Bayern Munich, 27 wins and just the 7 defeats, all away from home. So every game we played at home, all 17 home games, we won, which is ultimately what's won us the league, basically. But 81 points tied with Bayern Munich. I think to decide the Bundesliga, it goes on goal difference and then goals scored before it goes on head-to-head. I believe we had the head-to-head on Bayern as well. So unless we generally finished on less points than them, there was 3 different ways we could have won the league, finishing on the same amount of points. Does that make sense? We averaged about 75,000 people at Signal Iduna Park for the season, which is pretty good. Haaland was our top goal scorer in the league with a massive 39 goals. I mean, that is unbelievable. 39, we'll have a look at him after, but 39 Bundesliga goals is incredible. I did have a look at who was the second and third top scorers, and both of their goals combined made up 39. So Haaland got as many goals as second and third place in the league in terms of top goal scorers. The board seem happy as well, a B-. They're pleased with the management of the team, so we can't complain there. If we have a look down the results over on this side, we started the league really, really well. I think we won our first 9 or so games. Goals were flying in as well. 3-0, 5-1, 5-0, 6-2, a 4-1, another 3-0. We were scoring quite a lot. Then away from home, we just started to come unstuck a little bit. 6-3 away at Frankfurt, 2-1 away at Werder Bremen, 2-0 away at Leipzig, 1-0 at Mönchengladbach. Schalke was a 4-2 away defeat. Bayern Munich was a 3-1 away defeat. And Mainz was a 2-0 away defeat. So away from home is where our problems lie. We do need to think of a tactic or a style of play that is going to get us some more points on the road. I do feel, though, these two losses, away at Schalke and away at Bayern Munich, were the turning point in our season. After that, we went on a fantastic run to end the season, winning about 9 games in a row there before a penultimate game loss away at Mainz, and then we won the league, beating Bayer Leverkusen at home on the final day of the season. I think those two losses just made us think, do you know what, we couldn't really afford to lose another game. Well, we could, because we did. But I was thinking, my thinking behind it was we couldn't really afford to lose another game between the Bayern Munich game and the end of the season. Luckily, Bayern Munich dropped a few points as well. But, I mean, you can see how close it was. I can't think of many examples when the league has been won on goal difference or goals scored. So if you do know of any, especially recently, there's probably a few, but I'm just forgetting. Do let me know in the comments, because at the moment, I can't think of any. Well, brush over the next few bits quite quickly, because after we look past the Bundesliga, the competitions, it goes downhill. It's not good to look at. So the Champions League, our group was Ajax, Real Madrid and Marseille, and we went out in the group stage of the Champions League. Again, I've highlighted it in the league form. We lost our 3 away games, 1-0 at Madrid, 1-0 at Marseille, and 4-2 away at Ajax. We were 2-0 up in that game as well, which was extremely frustrating. We won our 3 home games, but it wasn't enough to go through, and we dropped into the Europa League, which went terribly. I'd like to spend as little time on this page as possible, so we'll run through this very, very quickly. We were knocked out in the first knockout round by Ludogorets. We drew 1-1 away. We lost 1-0 at home. It was a catastrophe, calamitous. The chat on Twitch are absolutely loving it. Bottle jobs flying around here, there and everywhere. I didn't enjoy this, but I did find it funny. Let's move on. The DFB Pokal, we were knocked out in the quarter-final by Borussia Mönchengladbach. We got past MTV Eintracht Celle? I'm not sure how you say that, but a 5-0 away win there. A 2-0 away win past our rivals Schalke. A 3-0 home win against Greuther Fürth. But then a 4-2 away defeat against Mönchengladbach. I think they went on to win the DFB Pokal as well. So at least we can say we lost to the winners. And in the German Super Cup, we lost 2-1 against Bayern Munich early on in the season. I think it was sort of the second or third game we played. So we were still trying to we were all getting used to each other. So I'm not too worried about this. It's basically Germany's version of the Community Shield. Our moments to remember then, there were times where the fans didn't think it was possible, but some great goals and impressive results made them believe. Our biggest win of the season was a 6-1 home victory against Arminia Bielefeld. The match to remember was a 5-0 away victory against Hoffenheim, and the goal of the season was, we should watch it, shouldn't we? Erling Haaland, a memorable goal from Haaland as he runs from inside his own half before hitting a well-struck effort. It was in a 4-2 defeat, which is annoying, but we'll have a look at it. So this is the goal of the season. Haaland picks the ball up on the halfway line. He just, sprints round his man and fires one into the top corner. It hits, I'm assuming, the bar, the 2 posts, whatever. It bounced out as well, but a fantastic goal. I haven't described that very well. I'm just going to watch it again and see if I can explain this any better. So he rifles a left-footed shot. It sort of hits the post, the bottom of the bar, I think. The other post goes in, comes out. It was a great goal. Let's just leave it at that. It was a great goal. While we're briefly on the topic of Haaland, we will come back and speak more about him, but he got 6 goals in a league game this season. We won 6-3 away against Freiburg, and he scored all 6 goals, a double hat-trick, 3 in the first half, 3 in the second half. The man has been unstoppable this season. When we look at the finances, your success definitely helped the club and their finances. The club reputation, we're 4.5-star worldwide. We've got no new sponsorship deals, which is a tad annoying. But the revenue over the course of the season from sponsorships, broadcast revenue, prize money and things, all very, very good. All green. So good stuff. Merchandise, we made nearly 20 million from merchandise, nearly 500,000 shirt sales. Marco Reus, Haaland, Milik, Brandt and Sancho, the top 5 performing players in terms of shirt sales. In terms of our starting lineup, our strongest 11, this was it. Berkey in goal, a back 4 of Thomas Meunier, Hummels, Akanji and Guerrero, a midfield 2 of Bellingham and Emre Can, Sancho, Reus and Brandt with the attacking midfield 3, in behind Erling Haaland up front, a 4-2-3-1 custom gegenpress, which, obviously it's worked quite well in some situations. We do, however, like I said earlier, need something away from home, need something different to, to get us some more points and stop us losing games that I don't think we should be losing. Also, the goal scoring ability in this team is unbelievable. You can see it here. Haaland with 44 goals in all competitions this season. Julian Brandt with 13, Royce with 14, Sancho with 10. So our attacking players doing exactly what we need. They've all chipped in with a fair few assists there as well. So they're all contributing to us scoring, which is obviously a good thing. Now, the accolades, you are going to see one name repeatedly pop up here, but we'll go through the player awards first. The club awards, the fans player of the season was Erling Haaland. He was also the young player of the season. The signing of the season was Milik. Goal of the season was Haaland. The top goal scorer was Haaland. The most assists was Marco Reus. Most player of the match awards was Haaland, and the highest average rating was also Erling Haaland. So he's won a fair few there, but when you compare that to the competition awards, I don't think I've ever seen this. He's won everything there is to win. World Golden Ball, World Footballer of the Year, World Player of the Year, World Under-21 Footballer of the Year, European Golden Boy, and German Footballer of the Year. Every single award goes to Erling Haaland. I hope he's got a trophy cabinet at home because, where is he going to put all these? That's about 10 awards overall he's won. He's also broke quite a few records as well. Most overall goals by a player in a season, Haaland with 44. Most league goals by a player in a season, Haaland with 39. Most goals by a player in a match, Haaland with 6. Most goals by a player in a league match, Haaland with 6. Most assists by a player in a season, Royce with 19. Most clean sheets by a player in a season, Roman Berkey with 18. Most player of the match awards in a season, Haaland with 8. Emre Can with the worst discipline of 18 yellow cards. I don't think that's a record that too many people would want, but something tells me he's going to value that and be proud of it. The fastest goal was Haaland again with 38 seconds on the clock. The youngest goal scorer was Jude Bellingham at 17 years and 77 days. So I think it's fair to say Erling Haaland cleaned up when it comes to the awards. History in the making then for Borussia Dortmund. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. The Bundesliga champions were Borussia Dortmund on goal difference. It would have been goals scored as well, but on goal difference. And WhoScored.com have said it was a superb season for Borussia Dortmund as they claim the title to back up their pre-season credentials. It was the first league title Dortmund have won in 8 years, so you're welcome, Dortmund fans. The club vision for next season then, the club culture has remained largely the same. I believe we can do all of this moving forward. Play attacking football, develop players using the club's youth system, play entertaining football, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Don't sign players over the age of 30. Sign German players and play a high-tempo pressing style of football, which I think that'll be fine. There's a few disappointments here in terms of signing players under 23 and signing German players, but we haven't signed too many people in general. We didn't have the money, so I think that will change this summer. In terms of the 5-year plan, they want us to continue to work within the wage budget and give 4-year contracts at a minimum for first-team players, which is fine. We can do that. In terms of next season, in the Bundesliga, they just want us to qualify for the Champions League and in the Champions League, reach the first knockout round at a minimum, which I would say we can achieve that. But judging by my performance last season, looking at the club finances, we seem to be in a healthy position. About 120 million in the overall balance, 85 million transfer budget with a 2.2 million wage budget. So we have got some room to manoeuvre in the transfer market, and I am looking forward to changing this team around a little bit and getting in my own players. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the squad that we worked with last season. Again, something I made a point of on the stream is that our squad isn't that big. Like, I can't scroll here at all. There's no scroll bar. So competing in the Champions League, the DFB Pokal, the Bundesliga, I think if we'd have got further in European competitions and in the DFB Pokal, we might not have won the league. So in a way, it was a blessing in disguise that we did go out of those competitions to win the Bundesliga. But looking through this team, there are a few players that are going to be leaving on a free at the end of the season. Lukas Piszczek, Marcel Schmelzer, Marwin Hitz, and Roman Berkey. Renier is also going to... Oh, he's here for another year on loan. Oh, I probably should have played him a bit more last season. Regardless, the top 4 will all be leaving on a free transfer. So, of course, both of our keepers are leaving. That's going to be... well, we're going to need one of them, you'd think. But looking through the rest of the squad, there is plenty of potential in this team. Plenty of things to look forward to going forward. Centre-backs, Dan Axel Zagadou, Manuel Akanji, 2 very, very good centre-backs there. They've been, I say very, very good. They've been good for me this season, but centre-back is a position I want to strengthen, especially with Mats Hummels. His pace and acceleration worry me. They really, really do. I mean, across the board, he is brilliant. He's a really, really good ball-playing defender, but the pace, the acceleration, the agility as well, not amazing. And I think coming up against very, very good strikers, he will struggle. We're not going to get rid of him, though. He's not going to leave the club. His experience will be important. Hold on. I've signed a centre-back, haven't I? I have. Eric Garcia from Manchester City is coming in on a free transfer. Well, there we go. Problem solved. He's a wonder kid as well, which is great. But, well, there you go. A spoiler for the stream, hopefully when you guys join in. Eric Garcia coming into the club on a free transfer from Man City. I think he's on a good contract as well. I don't think we can't see it here. But yeah, when he arrives, I will show you his contract and it will look great. Looking down the rest of the squad then, I'm quite happy with our right backs, Thomas Meunier and Felix Passlack. They did a job last season. They'll be okay. That's not an area we really need to strengthen moving forward. Left back we've got Rafa Guerreiro, who's going to be our first choice. But Piszczek and Schmelzer both leaving, so we will need to replace someone there. Centre-back, we've already addressed that. Moving into midfield, I do think we need a central midfielder that can control the game for us or really make a difference. At the moment, we've got Emre Can, Thomas Delaney, Mahmoud Dahoud, Jack Wilshere, Jude Bellingham, and occasionally Gio Reyna plays in there. He normally plays more advanced. But central midfield, we've got a lot of players that are sort of similar ability. Chan and Bellingham have been the first choices. And Delaney, Dahoud, not played too much. I'd be happy to sell both of them if we can get a good price for the two of them and maybe get in 2 more central midfielders that can have a genuine impact next season. In terms of our attacking options then, Jadon Sancho, Gio Reyna, Thorgan Hazard, Marco Reus, Julian Brandt, those 5 tend to play in the attacking midfield positions behind the striker. There's some really good versatility with Sancho, Hazard, Reus and Brandt because most of them can play all the way across that attacking midfield line. Reyna predominantly plays as the centre attacking mid if he doesn't drop back into central midfield. But again, over the course of the season, Hazard, Reus, Brandt, Sancho all contributed really well this season. They're all sort of similar, I don't want to say similar types of players, but I'd say on the same level of ability. I don't know if it's worth maybe selling one and reinvesting that into other areas of the squad or keeping them all, moving forward with all 4, or potentially selling one and trying to upgrade to a world-class talent at one of these positions. I'm saying world-class, like Sancho and Reus and Brandt aren't extremely good. They are very, very good, and they fit our system, so food for thought. I don't think I'm going to look to actively sell any of those 4, but if a big bid comes in, we may have to consider it. And our strikers, Erling Haaland and Milik. You've seen Milik was signed, scored 8 goals. Haaland, we'll have a look at him here. I mean, just unbelievable. He's just so good, so good. Still labelled by the media as a wonder kid. Left-footed as well, which is, obviously, I'm a big fan. But 20 years old, he does start the game with a 69 million fee release clause, which I got out of his contract very, very quickly. He's tied down for another 4 years. But look at his ability as a poacher, an advanced forward, a complete forward, a pressing forward, a deep-lying forward, even 3.5 star as a trequartista, a target man, or a false 9. He is literally the perfect striker, and he's proved that in the first season. A 7.46 average rating overall. He has been superb. 44 goals in 35 starts in all competitions. I mean, I generally don't know where I'd be without his goals. We would definitely not have won the league if it wasn't for this man. I'm very intrigued to see if any of you guys have had these players or managed any of these players at your club. How have they done for you? How have they performed? I'm going to assume a fair few people have signed Jack Wilshere. So, I mean, let me know how many times he's been injured for you in the comments. Jadon Sancho as well. I can imagine a lot of people, especially if you're doing English saves with a club in the top 6, you might go for him. Let me know how he's getting on. And if you're managing Erling Haaland, if you've got the privilege to manage this big blonde beauty, I mean, let me know in the comments how he has done for you. And if he's got more than 44 goals in a season, that would be extremely impressive. Let me know. We are going to leave this season review there. Season 1 is in the books. Bundesliga champions. And we're going to forget about every other competition because we didn't do well. If you've enjoyed the video, please do drop a like. It really does help out with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. Also, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified Every single time I upload a video to the channel, it's most probably going to be FM every single time. FM21. Let's make that clear. FM21. Also, come and see myself. Come and see the save live over on Twitch. Near enough every day. Twitch.tv/SweetLeftFoot. And let me know you came from this video. It would be very nice to see more people in the chat and contributing and helping me make decisions as well. I hope you've enjoyed the Season 1 review. And with that, you know where to find me to watch more Dortmund and more of myself. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.